Hi, this is Corey with Celerity Sound, and today I'm taking a look at a couple of ways I've been using the brand new Lectrosonics stereo portable digital recorder. So there's a lot of things I love about this little recorder. Particularly, I like that it has a LEMO 5-pin connection for timecode. So what I can do on larger recording sessions like this, I can have my 788T in the car doing internal ambience recordings with the Sennheiser Ambio VR, and then I can sync up the SPDRs through timecode so that in post I can really easily line them all up and combine the different mic angles. As far as the sound quality, it's very on par with something like the SMV transmitter, which is actually what I'm recording this interview with. So the great thing is, if you already have Lectrosonics products, you already have Lavs that are wired up for Lectrosonics transmitters, you can take those exact same Lavs and instead of plugging them into a wireless transmitter, go ahead and plug them into the SPDR. And then through timecode, sync this up to your 788T or other recorder, and then you're going to be able to plant these wherever you need them and sync it up in post really easily. There are a lot of different ways you could use this guy. For me personally, I do a lot of sound effects recording. Today we're going to be recording this Audi A3 Quattro, and what I'm going to do is take some of these SPDRs, connect them to some DPA 4060 Lavs, and go ahead and mic up the car at the tailpipe, the wheel well, as well as under the hood, and as a stereo pair inside of this blimp, and see what kind of recordings we get. So I'm gonna rig one DPA 4061 like that. We're gonna rig the other one up like that. Then I'm gonna take these cables, I'm gonna run them down through here. And then I'm gonna go ahead and put the wind covers on right there, just like that. And then down at the bottom, have the SPDR attached to the stand. I'm going to take one DPA 4060. We're going to run it right here in the wheel well. Just use a couple little pieces of gaff tape to secure that mic. And then just run it back to the trunk. And then we're going to mic up the other Lav, starting down here. Same thing, just run the cable up to the trunk. Now what I'm going to do is take a LEMO 5-pin cable connected to 788. I'm going to plug it in here. So now I can go to timecode on the SPDR. I'm going to go to TC Jam. And you can see the timecode will now match that of the 788T. And I can now disconnect the cable and it'll hold that time code for pretty much the whole shooting day. So now with the car running, I'm going to go ahead and plug in our Lavs right here. I'm going to set this with a bit of headroom. Luckily, it will have that split recording that's 18 decibels lower, so I'll most likely cut to that for some of the louder stuff. But this will at least give us a good starting point. Right now you can see the green LEDs are coming on right here, which means that you're hitting -20. And then we're going to hit record over here. So we're going to carefully close the trunk. Then we'll go around to the engine, get that mic'd up, and then we'll be ready to go. So what we're going to do, we're going to take one of these. We're going to mount it up front. And the second one we're going to mount towards the back of the engine compartment up by the firewall. Let's get another piece of gaff tape. We're going to put it right there. What we're going to do, we're going to go ahead, start recording on the SPDR. I'm going to tuck it right down in here. Then we're just going to take the extra cabling like this. Just make sure to tuck that in so it doesn't catch on anything. I'll put a little piece of gaff tape, keep everything in place like that. I should be all set. We can go for a drive. All right, so we're gonna set the levels right here. We're gonna start recording on the 788, connected to the Ambio VR. All right, well, I hope that video is helpful. If you want to find out more about the SPDR, you can visit Lectrosonics' website.